Percocet, Miley Percocet.
Hi guys, welcome back to the podcast United. Today we are joined by three guests: Himank, Vedant, and Manvir. Manvir supports City, while Himank and Vedant support Barca. And today's topic for discussion will be Trent Alexander-Arnold versus Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Let's start with Himank. Who do you support, and who do you think is a better right back, the better defender among both of them?
Right, so I support Barcelona. Out of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think Trent is a better right back in terms of the level he's playing at and in terms of what he's done at Liverpool.
What do you mean level at? What level? What level are you talking about?
Bro, Champions League football.
So you're telling me that based off one Champions League final he's played, you're saying that he's a great...
Yeah.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm
No,
saying
no,
when you
no,
compare him to...
Himank, you didn't say that. I'm talking about Manvir. Manvir said that based on Champions League.
No. I never see he play.
By the way, you're a
played in
City
the
fan. You won't play
League this
Champions
season
League
as
for
well.
some time now. You sit down.
Wait, one sec.
See,
Wait.
So,
Himank, you go ahead.
can I speak?
Continue. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you continue, bro.
Right, so we're not saying that Trent is a great right back because he's played in the Champions League, but just when you compare him to Wan-Bissaka, he's played in the Champions League, he's performed in the Champions League, and he's played at a much higher level than Wan-Bissaka in terms of, like he said, Champions League football. Being part of a Liverpool team that's, it's one of the best teams in the world for the last 1 or 2 years.
I feel that's unfair to say that because Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been playing for Crystal Palace till last season. And
Yeah, so I'm not saying that Wan-Bissaka might, in 2 years he might become a better player than Trent, but as of now, the only thing you can judge them is based on what they have done. And Wan-Bissaka, he was a little bit unlucky to break
Even
on the scene of few...
Even if you're talking about what they've done, we can also take it with respect to the time period. Trent's been with Liverpool for longer. Aaron Wan-Bissaka he didn't have a platform all this time. He finally got the platform to
playing for a
perform.
relegation.
Yeah, definitely. So, again, I'm not saying Wan-Bissaka is bad. He's great and he's really broken out at Man U. But I think Trent has what Wan-Bissaka might have done for maybe a season now. Trent has done that for a few seasons. And okay, so I picked out a few things. I think I told Atif before that I'm comparing them based on. So the first one is their importance to the team, which is, I think, is in terms of, again, what I said before, what Trent has played. He's played at the UCL, right? He's won the UCL with Liverpool, and he's gone on this amazing run in the PL. So I think and Liverpool play horribly when Trent isn't performing.
So are you saying that you're saying that the whole Liverpool team, okay, completely off topic, but you're saying that the whole Liverpool team is standing strong because of Trent Arnold? You just said that.
I'm saying he's an integral part of that team.
If we're talking about importance of team, you could see last year we had Ashley Young and where were we? We didn't have any. We used to get past everybody. That's how important Wan-Bissaka is for us. We had Ashley Young last year, we could hardly win any game. I would say that even though you can say Arnold is important for Liverpool, I would say Wan-Bissaka is more important for Man U because at least a season back we had Young, and at that position we were really vulnerable. We used to get scored on every minute, every time we played. And that's why when he came, we started the defense so much. We had the most clean sheets I think in the Premier League. So that's why I think he's more important for Man U than I think Arnold is important for Liverpool.
Okay, right. So obviously what you said is true, right? He's super important for Man U, but I think what he's done is he's helped Man U come from maybe a possible 7th, 8th place finish to maybe a 5th or a 4th place finish. But Alexander-Arnold has been compared to being like one of the really good right backs.
Even if you're taking there's a statistics that says the number of goals Liverpool has conceded from their right side is at least not twice, but it's almost as much as twice conceded from the left side. So that does not make him a great defender. He's been conceding goals from the right side.
And then if
As
he
a
was such a
defender,
attacking
as
input,
purely
he would
when
have
we
been a
talk
winger.
about
So you can't talk about
Okay,
saying that
so
you can't say that Arnold is a great defender. He's shifting the ball around. He's going up front. He's assisting. See that doesn't make a great defender. He has to do his primary job, which is to defend, and he's failing at that.
okay, so for in obviously now again, I'm not saying he's better than Wan-Bissaka at defending, but for Liverpool, I think his attacking and what he brings in the the offensive part of the game, that's much more important. That makes up for his defensive fragility. So one
But
sec,
you
I'll
can't
have
you
some
can't you can't.
stats.
One of the important things Hamang said was that for Liverpool, because if it wasn't for Liverpool, Arnold wouldn't have been where he is today. Because the style of football they play is totally different from what United play under Ole. So
All right, yeah, definitely.
Arnold obviously has that freedom to go, because when he goes, he doesn't need to come back because he has Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Van Dijk, and all backing him up.
But see, even because of the backup, where's the backup? That's not a strong backup. There's still goals coming in from that side. There's not a strong backup. If you're talking about a solid
Bro,
backup,
they're
that
still
means
doing well though.
yeah. So that is again. So
Yeah,
these
Manu,
weeks,
say what you were saying.
Wait, they're managing just as well with that backup. Like they're not conceding 3 or 4 a game, 2, 3, 4. They're managing just as well without that
but
backup.
the goals they score is from the right side of the defense.
Okay, one sec. Let me just weigh in with a little bit of statistics. In the 2018-19 season, Alexander Arnold leads the Premier League charts in terms of chances created, assists, expected assists, and big chances created. And Wan-Bissaka is at the bottom of the list in quite a few of those.
Again, I'm not taking 19, right?
Yeah, that's the season, the full season that went on. Last season.
He was playing for Crystal Palace. How can you compare?
Crystal Palace is fighting for relegation. Well,
No, one sec. You didn't let me finish.
Okay.
So I'm not holding that against Wan-Bissaka. I just said that to prove that what Trent lacks in defense more than makes up for in attack. And
then they should not play him as a defender.
That's the style of football they're playing, right? Where the midfield they aren't the creative spark of the team. Rather, the midfield, they do all the work, and they really they help with the little more of the intensity, and they're the engine of the team. Whereas you have Alexander Arnold, who's more primary. I mean, under Klopp at least, his role has been more to, he is the spark in a way many times for Liverpool, and he's been doing that really well.
Yeah, see, you're saying that he makes up for his lack of defense and attack.
No, in comparison to Wan-Bissaka.
Okay, in comparison to Wan-Bissaka. Now say that, well, Trent is making up for his lack of defense and attack. This team concedes more goals. So where does the team stand there?
I think Liverpool have the best defensive record in the PL. I think in the last two
No,
seasons,
I know
right?
I'm basing this off of if, but I'm saying with the lack of Trent, because he's always busy running up, assisting and all, if Liverpool continues to concede goals from the right side, where do the team stand? Where does the team
Majority
stand?
of the goals are went from the right side.
Wait. So they stand 25 points clear in the Premier League.
Okay.
And right. So I don't think they're particularly being hurt because they've been conceding a majority of their goals from the right side.
Yeah.
So, but what about for England?
Okay, right. So for England, I think Trent. Manvir follows England a lot more, so he can weigh in on that. But to what I know, Alexander Arnold has been preferred over Wan-Bissaka over there also.
Yeah, he has.
Right?
But that's because he hasn't been given much opportunities.
Yeah.
He's playing for Crystal Palace.
Wan-Bissaka was called into the team last year, but he had to go out because of injury.
Right. So again, I'm not taking anything away from Wan-Bissaka. All I'm saying is that clearly, I mean, might be very unfortunate for him. He had a late break, but as at the current time, Trent has done a lot more. He's getting a lot more opportunities, and he's, again, I've said this quite a few times, he's performing at a higher level just right now. Maybe in 6 months, the entire scenario changes. Wan-Bissaka gets the chance he deserves, and then really performs and becomes England's starter. But as of now, Trent is preferred to Wan-Bissaka on a completely unbiased platform, which is England's national team. Also, in all he's.
But when you look at it, is the English Trent Arnold anywhere close to the one he plays for Liverpool?
No.
Have you ever heard of any man of the match performances by Arnold for England and not.
Have you heard of any man of the match performances for Wan-Bissaka in England?
He hasn't played for England.
He
He hasn't played for England. He hasn't been
Injured.
given.
You have to take a
Right.
unbiased
So,
platform, but he's been injured, so you can't compare.
Okay, so
the
has
English
he been injured throughout?
Yeah,
He's played, right? Last 6 months he's been playing. This season he's been playing, right?
Last
Yeah,
season,
I
I
think
think he
United.
played for Crystal
We're talking about
Palace.
United. We're talking about England team. We're talking about the England team, not United.
Yeah, okay, so the entire of last season, he did play for Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so
With no injuries.
Therefore,
Okay, so why wasn't he taken then?
He was taken, but he got
was the
injured.
Crystal Palace Wan-Bissaka anywhere close to the United Wan-Bissaka?
They were
Wan-Bissaka was the beast at Crystal Palace as well. I mean, we all knew it.
Yeah, but
But
Okay,
he's
so
nowhere
then-
near.
battle his team was. Liverpool.
Okay, let's take the United Wan-Bissaka. He's been in United this entire season. I don't think he's been injured this season, has he?
No, not yet.
He has.
Okay.
He was injured for 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, really.
Okay, fine. I think we can neglect that part. But apart from that, Trent and him have both been fit. And then on the England team, I think Trent has still been favored, right? So I think more Gareth Southgate, I'm sure he has a better view of all of this than us, because they're all training, regularly. And he has a lot more insight about this than us. And even he seems to pick Trent as of now. So I think that's another person implying that Trent is a better fit for England. Is a better player right now.
But there was only one international break, and Wan-Bissaka was called up for that, but then he got injured. After that, there wasn't any international break, so there was no chance for him to get called up. I think that would have been a turning point.
Okay, I feel like I'm justifying Trent too much. Why don't you guys tell us about why you think Wan-Bissaka is much better?
Yeah, let's hear from Atif and Zain.
Okay, Zain, go ahead.
Okay, so Wan-Bissaka, he can defend. Like against City, you saw he pocketed Sterling. He couldn't do anything. And attacking, also, he's pretty good. Like you saw the cross he gave against City. And Trent, he can't. Yeah, he can't defend.
Okay, you're
as
basing
well
this
as
off one game.
Yeah, as a defender, purely as a defender, Alexander-Arnold has nothing on Wan-Bissaka. I mean, if you compare the stats,
purely as an attacker,
Wan-Bissaka
has nothing
about
on
a right back. I thought we were talking about
Yeah,
right
we
back.
start off this conversation as a right back.
He
One
plays in
second.
the defense.
We didn't talk about an overall
the
player.
right
We
back-
talked about it as a right back.
As a right
As a
back for which
defender.
team? For Liverpool, a right
No.
back means something
We're talking about a
different
player.
from-
We're not talking about the team. We're talking about a
We're
player.
talking about a player. How
Player.
to play.
It's
One sec,
not
one
about
sec.
Trent in Liverpool or Wan-Bissaka in United. It's just about as an individual player.
as a
No,
right back.
but the kind of right back you are is only based on the kind of right back your team demands. So then then we shouldn't be having this entire thing, because they both play in different
Yeah,
circumstances.
but then when you look at England, you don't see any Trent Arnold Liverpool kind of plays.
Okay, so in
Okay, but
England,
he still preferred.
so if you're taking
Yeah,
England as
Manvir, we get that he's preferred, but that's because Wan-Bissaka was injured during the international break.
Yeah, the only time Wan-Bissaka got called up, he was injured. And after that, there wasn't any international games, I believe.
Okay, but even before that, he was still never preferred over Trent.
That's what we never had the platform.
Yeah, nobody knew who Wan-Bissaka was until he came to United.
He was in
Wait.
Crystal Palace.
We all might have not known, but obviously Gareth Southgate knew. Obviously everyone
Yeah.
in the running of football knew.
Yeah, but
Wait,
was
Atif.
he?
Atif, are you really saying that before he became famous, these guys didn't know about him?
Obviously, they knew, but he wasn't anywhere close to the Wan-Bissaka. He is from United, right? He wasn't that significant.
Do you think Wan-Bissaka received the team support what he got? What he's getting from United and from the manager in Crystal Palace? Do you think he got the team support, the team play, the chemistry, and the people around him? Do you think he got that from Crystal Palace?
Of course not, and he suffered because of that. And that's one of my arguments, that Wan-Bissaka maybe 2 years from now would be a very good comparison to Trent right now. Simply because Trent is a few years ahead in his career, not in terms of age, but in terms of where he is at in his career, the competitions he's played at, the levels he's performed at. And Wan-Bissaka might be just as good, but, he's just come into Man U. Maybe in another year or two when he gets those opportunities, right? Because at Crystal Palace, like you said, with his England injuries, he hasn't had the opportunity to perform yet. Whereas Trent, you can call it undeserving or whatever. The fact is he has had those opportunities, and quite a lot of times he has proved himself. Can we come to a general consensus about that how good Alexander Arnold is at attacking for right back? Wan-Bissaka is just that good at defending for right back. Conversely, just as much of a weakness as Trent's defending is, that's equal to how much of a weakness Wan-Bissaka's attacking is.
I would probably agree that Arnold's attacking is as good as Wan-Bissaka's defending.
Yeah.
But Wan-Bissaka's attacking is not that bad. He does it pretty well.
I know, and Trent's defending is not that bad. If it was
comment to Arnold's defense. Jamie Carragher said Wan-Bissaka is the best one-on-one defender in the world.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you seen anyone making?
Have you seen any
Alexander Arnold?
Against the club?
Best in Euro, best in the world.
Yes, Trent Alexander is the best attacking right back in the world with 16 assists last season.
Okay,
I said that.
Hemang, we'd all be dumb if we said that Arnold isn't better than Wan-Bissaka at attacking. Obviously, Arnold is better. But when you look at an overall player, you have to look at how good they are at defending primarily, and then you look at their X factors like attacking, assists, goals.
I don't agree with that, because I think
you'd say that a modern right back would have to be equally as good at attacking and as defending. Right?
No. Again, I think I think any player for that matter, they should be good at doing what their team wants them to do.
I'm trying to put you in the worst mood. P1 cleaner than your church shoes. Really point to just to hurt you.